We have 8 seconds to go. All right, this is March 25th, 2021. We are going to head downtown wise on Dupont. Dupont is East-West Street in Toronto, Canada, in North America, and we are at Dupont and Dundas. Oops, yes. Maybe I'm in the wrong section of the street. I mean, there is a bike path right over there. People don't want to use the bike path for some reason. You know, I mean, it is kind of, the bike path is kind of just a white line. It really doesn't protect you against any traffic. I mean, if a car wants to hit you while you're riding on a bike path, they can easily hit you. Abandoned staircase. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to go from here to about, say, Lansdowne or something. Just check it out, see how everything is. I used to have a photographic studio in this area in the 2000s for about 10 years. So I'm pretty familiar with this area, and I haven't been this area for a long time. Definitely we are on the bike path. I gotta watch my back. Interesting. I know that's a storage place I was going to use once. Pretty neat storage place. I checked it out. I decided not to use it because I figured once you get to the point that you want to put stuff in the storage, then you really don't need them, and then they're going to sit there for years and years. You're never going to use them, basically collecting dust. And I remember there used to be a auto repair place, like a body shop, that one time I used long time ago. This would be in the 80s. I wonder if this, no, that can't be. It used to be down here, so I guess they closed off. They were a very sketchy place. You know, the kind of sketchy place that, you know, when you get hit and people buy their cars. All right, good, cool. Really gotta watch people. This is an interesting garage too. It's very interesting. You see, it fixes taxis and stuff. And one time I wanted to shoot a model in there, so I asked him if I could use his office after hours, this bay, to shoot fashion models in there. And he said no. He was very, you know what, we're gonna walk on the bike path. Everybody's walking everywhere they're not supposed to walk. There's a cab in the back there that's been beat up crazy, banged up. So there's railway tracks to my left, and I don't know where it goes, cross country or what, but when I used to have my studio, I could hear the train tracks all the time, at all times. And it's kind of nice, you got used to it. And whenever we wanted to go across to get on this side of the street, we had to kind of illegally cross the railway tracks. Otherwise you had to go all around through the bridge. And I know that the railways closed that area and put locks and fences. And as soon as they put a fence, the next day there'll be a hole in the fence for us to sneak across the railway tracks. I like her sunglasses. Those biking glasses are really neat. I don't know where they get them from. I gotta get myself a pair. So this is Dupont, like I said, and we're heading towards downtown Toronto. If I walk straight down this road, I'll probably be downtown in an hour, 10 minutes if I walk straight and not screw around with pictures and look-seeing. Yeah, about an hour, I'd say. Maybe sooner I'll be downtown, but if I start screwing around with the camera, you know, we're going to be you know, burning some time. This guy's definitely doesn't want anybody parking here. I like that. Just no messing around. Do not park here. It's a very interesting small houses on the street. Some are like I think used to be stores, and they closed the store level and turned them into I guess living residential area. I think she's gonna come on the sidewalk. You think she's gonna come on the sidewalk? Yep, she's coming straight for the sidewalk. Ooh, I told you. I can read people's minds. Those guys are having an outdoor meal. It's beautiful. It's like a really nice area for where we had my studio. The people had turned their parking spots into a little patio, outdoor area. They put flowers, and you know, it was after a while there was so many patios that on the weekend it was very fun to be. It was almost like being on a restaurant street, you know. And you never felt alone there, because you always felt can you see this stuff here? It's a barber place, old school. You never felt this would be a cool shot here of that sign and those people walking. Yeah. And you never felt alone. You always felt they're a pretty cool couple too. They're dressed really nice. I like that in the photo. Very interestingly dressed. You always felt people were always having fun and partying and cooking and barbecuing and watching movies outdoors, and I really enjoyed that whole feel to the place. A few years after, they started kicking out all the people who used to live there, and they closed the patios because they were on a kind of a public area, I guess, you know, on the roadways. And once they did that, the energy was gone. Heads up this way to the right, there's a little passage. Is it called a passage, a patio? Little outlet thing. There's a bunch of cars in. It's kind of interesting. There used to be a few of those here, and one of them we're going to get to. They closed it down, and they're planning to build. This used to be a Portuguese chicken place, grocery store, but mostly they had chicken that they would cook and they would leave outside all day on a little tray in the counter. And yeah, this month only this bar is kind of interesting. Let me do it. Oop, sorry. Random stop. Almost got killed. This is the second kid almost hit me in the. Okay. We are right in the middle of the street. Whenever you take pictures in the middle of the street like this, you should, once you put your camera down, you should immediately stop, look around before walking. Because usually the tendency is to, yeah, this used to be another little mall thing where you could park your car in front and shop in the back. So they turned this into like one of these houses kind of situations. Yeah, once you put your camera down from the middle of the street, don't move. Put the camera down, reframe, become a walking human again, then look around, then move. Because usually what happens when you put the camera down, start moving, you could walk into traffic. It's very dangerous. No matter how rushed you are, camera down, reframe, become a human, and then go. This used to be another little mall there too, and that's been empty for a long time. We're looking south. Bloor Street will be down there. This has been empty for a while now. It's probably, I'd say 10, 15 years. It's been, you know. So we are at Symington. We are at Symington. Let me fire a shot into that area. Cool. I preferred a better car in that photograph, but you know, it is what it is. Just set the camera up so you can take pictures faster. I tried to photograph that couple there, but I don't think it could work out well because this is an interesting shot. I like that. The cameras, for some reason, on super underexposed setting. Great. Great. How about a shot this way? I like that lady with the dog, and actually, cool. Gives me a little point of reference. I shot that runner guy from point low with the building in the background. It's giving some sort of just shooting a building by itself is just, it's kind of. And this is Peri Peri. I used to come to this restaurant a lot. Really good Portuguese chicken, steak, fish, and they got a real barbecue. They always have a real backyard. They always had a great patio. Oh, this is definitely one of the places I miss eating it. For takeout, it's okay, but for sit down, they cook everything fresh and it's pretty good. What's this guy doing? This cement truck. Is he just, yeah, just sending cement up the building? This is going to be a good video shot. So let's see if it can work here. There you go. Wait, look at this. This is just a video shot. Make sure it's straight. There you go. Some shots, they just look good on video. Because the lens on the video camera is a lot wider, you know. And took a shot of that guy walking. I thought it'd be interesting. It was bringing toilet paper for the next pandemic. He's getting ready. I don't know what I think about this wall painting. I like the red though, but I like the red. Talking about red, I wonder if I got her red pants in the shot. We'll see. Like I said, this camera is really slow, so when I take a photograph on the street, I don't see the image at all. It takes too long for it to process. I think the card's slow. I like it that way. And I don't see what I have till I get home. One of the things that I miss about film photography, you know, kids, film is that thing you put plastic behind inside your camera and then you send it to the photomat and the pictures came out and you look at these things on paper. It was an image on paper, film. What I liked about film was when you shot 36 pictures, you went home, you developed it in your darkroom, then you printed it, and you looked at the negatives with a loop, you know, with a magnifying glass, and then you'd be like, oh, I didn't get anything, oh, you know. So you were like, all day long, you were excited about the image that you thought you had, but when you went home and you checked it, you realized, no, you don't have anything. And I think that was exciting because it was like a surprise, you know. But with digital, you immediately know while you're going home on the subway, you're checking your images, you're like, nah, I didn't get it. And that kind of is kind of not exciting. So when I shoot this stuff on the street, I try not to look at the images. I try to wait till I get home on the computer after I had my dinner and relax with the whole thing. I might do a video on me editing. So that's kind of surprise. You look at, oh, I didn't think this would turn out. Oh my God, look what I got. Or sometimes you just say, you know, the image that you thought it was good, it's nothing. You're like, oh my God, I thought this would be a great shot. It's nothing. You got nothing, man. Go home. So that's how I use this camera. So again, it's Fuji X100. It's tied to a little clip. I hang it on my body at all times. And I say it's with me 90% of the time. if I'm going, you know, somewhere that I don't think, but most of the time I carry it with me. Because like situations like this, like, you know, it was on my waist, hanging to my belt, and I saw the image. I said, hey, you know, and it took me a few seconds to unlock it, pull it out, and shoot. Did we get an image? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out at the end of the video. So we are at Lansdowne and Dupont. I've done a video that I walked from here towards downtown, but we're gonna end the video here right after we pass this guy. He's having a meal. Okay, that's an interesting place across the street. All right, we're gonna head out. Thanks for joining me for this ride. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Out.